Welcome to Dark 10. Today, we're going to go over 10 shocking facts about Japanese schools. Make sure to watch until number 1, because it's one of the most shocking fact I've ever seen. So let's start. Number 10. Teachers do not send students out of the classroom. Let's face it, children are children. There will always be 2 or 3 who misbehave from time to time, regardless of their culture or country of origin. It's only one of the many difficulties that teachers confront in their jobs. Misbehaving students are routinely escorted out of the classroom in numerous nations outside of Japan. It is, however, a strict no-no in Japanese schools. All people shall have the right to obtain equal education, according to Article 26 of the Japanese Constitution, and as a result, Japanese teachers are hesitant to send kids out of the classroom. As a result, Japanese teachers have become accustomed to maintaining their composure while continuing with the class. This does happen in rare cases, such as when a student disturbs the class on a regular basis. Number 9. Everyone should eat the same meal for their lunch. You might recall your childhood days of carrying lunch from home to school and exchanging it with your classmates, right? However, in a Japanese school, there is no choice except to accept the same meal that is served to everyone. Students in Japan are not permitted to bring outside food, did you hear? Which is true if a little strange, but it is what they follow. This will astound you. Pupils are not permitted to dine outside of the classroom. Instead, they must eat with their teachers within the classroom. Number 8. Students can't fail a grade. This astonishes me not alone. This is perhaps the best perk a student can have. In the United States and the Philippines, pupils who do poorly in school are held back a grade to help them improve. No matter their test scores or performances, the Japanese always proceed to the following grade. A student can flunk every test and miss every class and still graduate at the end of the year. Their test scores only matter for high school and university entrance exams. But that doesn't mean Japanese kids don't work hard. Kids in Japan study hard to acquire Japanese kanji and other topics so they can read at the correct age. Number 7. There are no janitors. Schools in Japan are not cleaned by janitors. Instead, kids clean their campus, including the restrooms. Yes. Students, teachers, school employees, and even school leaders like the vice principal and principal participate in cleaning, each having their own allotted regions. Everyday cleaning hour is called soji in Japan. Some students wear a tenugu, bandana, on their heads and sit in quiet for a few minutes before cleaning to prepare their minds and bodies, mokuso. This unique Japanese school tradition teaches kids not only to clean up after themselves but also to be responsible citizens. The idea of paying someone to clean up after them is alien to them. Number 6. Students and teachers still work even during school vacations. As I was getting ready to leave the school for my first summer vacation in Japan, I said farewell to one of my co-teachers and wished him a happy vacation. What was his reaction? A long sigh. I learned from that point forward that teachers do not actually receive vacations, except on national holidays, because they must continue to work in order to fulfill their responsibilities at school. Students at junior high school are members of their own clubs, which are normally supervised by teachers, and certain activities, as well as sports training, continue throughout the vacation period. But hold on, there's more. Furthermore, students are assigned a large amount of homework to complete during their summer break. Number 5. Students use the same school bags and indoor shoes. To keep the school clean and prevent dirt from entering, Japanese schools require students to wear separate indoor shoes. Because Japan is recognized for being a place of harmony where everyone performs at the same level, students also dress the same by wearing identical shoes. In junior high schools, they also utilize the same school bags with the school logo and reflective safety stripes to avoid nighttime traffic accidents since most students come home late by bike or foot. Similarly, primary children have their own branded bags called rondoseiru. Students are now part of the organization and represent the school. Schools have many other restrictions about uniform and student appearance. For example, students cannot dye their hair or wear piercings or heavy makeup. Number 4. Morning and after-school club activities. Every day, students in sports clubs have club activities before and after school. Some of them require children to exercise several kilometers per day to keep fit. This generally results in fatigued, sleepy, and sweaty students throughout class because they have to get up early and stay late to complete their club commitments. simply sounds difficult, but it requires perseverance, commitment, and determination. Clubs are also very popular, and most students are participating. They are proud of the club and strive hard to meet expectations. Number 3. Japanese schools are not as high-tech as you think. Although Japan is a leading innovator in science and technology, visiting one of their schools may cause pause. Pen and paper still outnumber technological devices in many circumstances. But, slowly, technology has crept into the system to aid improve instructional materials and school infrastructure. However, despite Japan's high-tech innovative reputation, not every school has the most up-to-date and high-tech equipment. For many years, schools were not upgraded. Many elementary, junior high, and high schools still use antiquated CD players, printers, and fax machines. In the winter, central heating is rare, and in most situations, only kerosene heaters are accessible. Moreover, unlike in other nations, lessons are still taught using textbooks rather than whiteboards. However, the internet and computers are slowly being incorporated for class presentations in some schools. So old Japanese schools have been renovated. Number 2. Sleeping Beauties are not in castles, but in classrooms. It takes a lot of effort and determination to study in Japan. Apart from club activities in the morning and after school, most students attend juku, or cram schools to improve their grades or learn new languages. Every day, students get a ton of schoolwork, leaving little time for rest and sleep. As a result, tired and drowsy students tend to doze off during class. Teachers also tend to let them be because they can't do much about it and presumably sympathize with their tiredness. While a teacher may occasionally call a student's attention for dozing in class, it is rare. This peek into a typical Japanese public school student's life helps visitors comprehend how Japanese culture has evolved into the peaceful country it is today. So, if this sounds like the school for you or your kids, bring your determination and willpower because it is not just about Japanese anime. It also prepares children for the challenges of life that require hard effort, determination, and motivation. Number 1. Japanese schools don't allow any relationships. Here, being near to the other gender means going on a date or making a girlfriend or boyfriend. This is normal practice in Western countries, don't you think? But don't even think about doing it in a Japanese school. In Japanese schools, romantic connections are not permitted. If someone is caught, they must end their relationship or face punishment. You will be startled to learn that even embracing and kissing are prohibited in schools, even if you have the best of intentions. Subscribe Dark 10 and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of creepy, interesting, or scary facts and much more. If you like this, check out my other videos. I'm sure you will enjoy them very much as well. Take care.